Said too, like I did say that the bleakness level's on par with Never Let Me Go. I would say Never Let Me Go is a little more depressing than this. This isn't quite as depressing. Like and again, like I think that kind of plays into like the whole youthful nature that this book sort of has. Like there's this undertone throughout it that's very because of the protagonist being an AI. I think that gives it like this very innocent feel, like the way in which she describes everything. Like she has this very, like the way she sees the world is very different. One of the reasons why it's called Klara and the Sun is because, or I guess the main reason, she believes that all like power is like solar. So like the sun is very important to her. She thinks that everybody's energy and health and all of that is very much dependent on the sun.
She's not wrong.
Yeah, she's not wrong. But there are times where it gets a little kind of like new agey. Like it seems like a little weird because you're like, wow, she's like really into this whole like sun thing, like harnessing the sun's energy. And again, I don't want to spoil anything, so I won't go too deep into her whole this theory that Klara basically has that the humans don't have. So that's kind of a big thing, is that she has this theory that she thinks could basically save sick children like Josie. And yeah, I'll basically just leave it at that. But the yeah, I think because it sort of has that that innocence to it, it's not quite as dark, but it's still sad. And it's a little maybe less sad because she is an AI.
Yeah.
But she's also, you know, she's the main character. You're seeing everything through her eyes. So obviously you become attached to her. And just the fact that she is so sweet and empathetic and, you know, caring and smart. Yeah. It's so sad.
And when you give, like, gosh, what is that movie with Robin Williams where he's...
Yeah, I think it is just called like AI or something, isn't it?
It might be. That could totally be correct. But
the one with like him and his wife, and they like choose to die together at the end.
Yeah. But it's that kind of thing. Once the person portraying the characters gives them human emotion-ish, even if it's just like human adjacent, right? It's not quite correct, but it's there. You can't think of them as anything but.
Wait, Bicentennial, man. That's what it was called, right?
All right. So not AI. So I wasn't like missing the easiest thing.
There were like a lot of them that came out around that time. But I think that's the one with Robin Williams in it. Anyway.
Yeah. But it was that kind of thing where you're just like, and then of course, like, oh my gosh, Blade Runner.
Mm-hmm.
And then, and that didn't even, I mean, you're always kind of wondering, is she or isn't she? Right. And that's an old ass movie, so I'm not spoiling anything for anyone. But she is, you know, you have to decide whether or not she counts as a person and it's okay, the things that happen to her. And I'm always like,
with why am I blanking on his name?
Which thing? What'd you say?
The character from Star Trek. The shit.
I'm not the one.
I cannot think of his name. Never mind.
Spock? That's the only person I know from Star Trek.
No, there's an AI on Next Generation. I don't know why I can't think of his name right now, but
we'll put it in the notes when this gets posted, so that
no, it's not that important.
Figured it out.
Everyone Data. Thank you. God. Took you long enough to jump in and save me there. Thanks.
I have a tattoo of him, and you should know. His name.
You know, these things happen. Getting old, so what can I do?
I like how I'm just like Spock is the only character on Star Trek. That's it. It's the only one.
Data, like a lot of the episodes on Next Gen, like deal with Data being AI. Like there's a lot of things that go into like the ethical dilemmas. Like, should he be treated as a as, you know, I won't say human because they're like all different species and stuff like on that show, but should he be treated as, you know, like a sentient, whichever way you'd want to pronounce it? I think, how does Captain Picard, like always, he has the British pronunciation of it. Whether or not he is a sentient being, basically. Yeah.
And Ishiguro, that seems like his thing. He really likes to play on that. And it makes for a good read, that's for sure.